What a show. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it, I don't know, I'll give it about 6 out of 10, you know? I'm gonna keep it real. 6 out of 10, you know? But this shit was complete ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain why it's 6 out of 10 as I'm explaining through this video. You feel me? We start off with Cardi B. She comes to Summerslam, right? Everybody's saying, oh, I'm not gonna be at Summerslam. I'm not gonna be at 2-night events, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But she's here. She does a promo, right? And it's like, does she know how to pronounce any of her words? He's like, WWE, or whatever the fuck she was saying, right? So somebody wrote in the comments, right? She was basically using the D word, right? With the D-U-G-A or some shit like that, right? So, like, one thing about Cardi B, you know, I don't know, bro. She sounds annoying. It sounds like somebody fun to be around at the same time. She's one of those females who play around, but actually cool and nice at the same time, but deep down a fucking demon type shit. But let's be real, I don't like Cardi B. I don't respect her. I don't give a fuck what she do. She wants to come here, fine. You know what I'm saying? So if she screams her ass off, sound like Vicky Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? As you watch her promo, you'll see exactly what I'm saying. Like, I almost heard Vicky. I'm like, bitch, what you thinking, Vicky Guerrero or some shit? The fuck out of here. So anyways, I could see her play a fake-ass Vicky Guerrero or some shit like that. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just me, bro. I find it to be hilarious. Anyways, we start off the match with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Paul Heyman's faction, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Now, this is a match that could have been on Raw. You know what I'm saying? The whole beating behind this match is that Roman Reigns is betrayed by Paul Heyman. You know, the guys attacked Roman Reigns and Jey Uso is helping him, right? Because that's what family do. Understandable, right? Jey Uso had a problem with these factions. So, why not have a tag team match? But again, this is something that could happen on Raw. And we could easily have Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker. You know, we could have put Jey Uso in an Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Like I said, I have a better idea in store. You know what I'm saying? And Bronson Reed, you could put him in there too. Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, Dominic Mysterio, AJ Styles, Penta, and Finn Balor. There you go. You can make a simple Intercontinental Championship ladder match, bro. And that's probably what I wanted to see. So, I didn't like this match. I don't want to talk about it. All I know is that Jey Uso got the W with the frog splash and the spear. 1, 2, 3. And the Bloodline gets the win. Starting off the show, right? Now, where's Roman Reigns' shoes? Why didn't Roman Reigns get his sneakers back? That's what I want to know. No, Roman Reigns got thousands of sneakers, you know? No, get your shoes back, bro. This is wrestling. You grab Paul Heyman by his neck and you beat the fuck out of him. I don't know why he didn't do that. But who really gives a fuck anyways? Up next, we have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne. I didn't like this match. Basically, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss won the match. They're women's tag team champions. Let's just move on, right? A lot of people are saying that they want Charlotte Flair and Alexa to turn on each other if they lose at SummerSlam. I don't get it. I don't know why that should happen, right? You're just having teams break up for no reason. If you wanted these two to break up, you should have never formed them as a tag team. You feel me? You should have never had them together. You feel me? I don't know. Up next, we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I don't know why we're continuing this feud. Like, as I saw this match, I really prayed to God that this feud is over with, right? During the match, Scarlett tries to give Sami Zayn the bat, right? Basically, her trying to turn on Karrion Kross, right? Sami Zayn throws the bat out the way and starts screaming at her. Karrion Kross tries to hit him. Sami gets out the way, hits him with the powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn gets the win. I don't know why Sami Zayn's fucking winning this match, bro. You feel me? Like, at the same time, bro, I don't know why he's keep winning these matches. If you want Karrion Kross to be here and to continue his storyline to force Sami Zayn to get to the dark side, that would be interesting as fuck. Like, really, Sami Zayn could just be a lackey for this dude. Like, really, on some fucking Triple H and Big Show shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. And at the same time, why is she trying to turn on Karrion Kross? Now, I can see tomorrow night Karrion Kross just going off on her. It's like, why are you trying to give him a bat, huh? You trying to turn on me? You trying to snake me out the game, huh? Type shit. Maybe then you could turn Karrion into a better star, but it's like, no. You need a woman like Scarlett. You need a hot, sexy woman around Karrion Kross, right? Because Karrion Kross is just so damn boring. I don't see him being here by himself and have a successful career. I just don't see it happening. He's not going to get us anywhere. He's not going to take off. So basically, we have a Hulk Hogan memory, right? You know, again, I'm not here to shame anybody. This dude was a selfish ass piece of shit. And we're not here to talk about that. Michael Cole has to run his mouth and narrate the damn thing, even though the man's dead. Like, you're gonna narrate the whole man's career? You know? Who gives a fuck anyways? We have a Wingstop commercial by Dominique. But it was straight shit, right? It was like he was forced to do it. He's just eating the fucking food and he's saying, oh, these are good wings. Go get you some for 5 for 10 or whatever the fuck. Like, dude. This is how, bro, I don't give a fuck how much WWE makes. I really don't care how much WWE makes at this point. Like, really, these commercials are whack. If they want to make money, fine. Why don't you make money off your fucking content and make money off wrestling? Make money off the wrestling shows that you're fucking doing. That's what they're supposed to do and get better. Up next, we have Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. I did not like this match. I did not like this match at all. Not because Tiffany won the match. And you obviously know Tiffany won the fucking match, right? Jade Cargill, her dumb ass looks stupid as Tiffany kicks out, right? As Tiffany kicks out during the match, she asks the referee, she's like, 2? Oh, duh, dumbass. What the fuck you mean 2? Of course there was 2. See, this is what I hate about women. Y'all act so dumb, and y'all can't even see shit in your fucking eyes. You want to ask people because you're pissed off to the core. Why don't you accept things for the way they are? You know what I'm saying? You know, I understand if you get confused or if you want to ask, fine. But don't be that dumb. You know what the fuck happened. So continue with the match, right? So Jade Cargill hits her finisher, right? And I don't know why she didn't drag Tiffany to the middle of the ring so she gets that pinfall. Even though Tiffany kicks out, like literally her leg, you're basically, Jade Cargill puts Tiffany's leg on a fucking rope. Are you kidding me right now? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I'm seeing, but I really saw with my own eyes. I know what I'm seeing. It's just boring as hell. It's whack as hell. Nobody's training right here. So basically, Tiffany Stratton hits the fucking tsunami or whatever the fuck her finisher is. A pretty moonsault. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win. I don't know why. I really don't care, right? Because this match is complete shit. And like I said, Naomi should have just stayed on SmackDown. Like, even if Io Sky's still champion, if she's going to defend her title at SummerSlam, let her do it. But this right here, bro, this is just a waste of time, bro. Tiffany Stratton needs to lose his title as soon as possible. To Jade Cargill, I don't think Jade Cargill needs to win at this point. At this point, you might as well put the title on Nia Jax at this point. Like, she's big and she can squash your chest. So that's enough for me to watch and a wrestler can do and what wrestling should be. So I don't care. Just have Nia Jax win the title back. I don't give a fuck anymore. You feel me? Up next, we have Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Before the match starts, Wade Barrett had a good point. He was like, if anybody were to be my partner, it's definitely to fight for Randy Orton. It's not going to be some outsider. And that's a great fact. Because this really will tell you, like, why would outsiders come to WWE, right? And try to fight these niggas. I don't know why Jelly Roll's here at WWE. All because Logan Paul came out and insulted him, right? It is what it is. Nobody cares. It's just really, this feud has taken us nowhere, bro. This feud really took like 3-4 weeks to build. You feel me? But I guess we have to deal with that. I guess we could do that. Because if we continue this for another 2 or 3 weeks, it's just gonna get stale. Let's be honest, right? So it is what it is. So basically during the match, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are trying to figure out who's getting in the ring, right? Because, you know, Jelly Roll's a singer, not a wrestler, and Randy Orton's professional. Understandable. Drew McIntyre imitates Jelly Roll when he gets in the ring and starts beating his ass. Now, wait a second. Hold on 1 second. Now imagine a fat dude, right? Ain't no wrong being chubby, ain't no wrong being big. You can still kick ass, I get it. But imagine somebody like you who's like, I don't know, 230 pounds, 5'6", right? I'm 6 foot, about 240, right? And I'll still whoop some ass up in this bitch, right? So anyways, imagine you being that size, right? Standing up to a 6'5" tall guy. Muscles, strong, you know what I'm saying? Could probably take your bitch, could take your wife, take all the girls you have. And it's like 250 pounds. It would tower over you. Like in real life, Drew McIntyre would beat the fuck out of Jelly Roll. Like there's no way, like somebody like Jelly Roll is gonna intimidate Drew McIntyre. Jelly Roll looks so scared and so imitating that ring, it's not even funny. That nigga knew what he was getting into. That nigga knew exactly what the hell was gonna happen to him. You know, but I can't blame him. Because during the match, Jelly Roll starts kicking ass, he starts fighting. Drew McIntyre hits him with the Claymore kick after they get Randy Orton out the way. And Logan Paul drinks Prime. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? He does the thing and he hits the frog splash onto Jelly Roll through the announce table. Jelly Roll gets up. He goes through the ring again. He gets on some Mick Foley shit. He gets back up and he starts fighting, right? But at the same time, Jelly Roll spitting out Sevilla and water and shit, right? So, of course, it's going to be nothing like Mick Foley. But he's on that Mick Foley energy type shit. Because Mick Foley came off the cage, almost died. And 10 minutes later, he came back in the ring. Like nothing has fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? So I got to respect Jelly Roll for that. But not every celebrity needs to be here, bro. And act like they're such a big deal. You know what I mean? But who really gives a fuck anyways? You know what I'm saying? I don't care personally anymore. Right? So he gets back into the ring. Randy Orton hits RKO on Drew McIntyre. Logan Paul throws Randy Orton to the fucking ring post. Oh, what the hell, man? Randy, if you don't duck out the fucking way and reverse that shit and throw Logan Paul's little ass through the fucking ring post, dude, you're supposed to stomp this nigga out, bro. You're supposed to kick him in his head and all kind of shit, right? But I get it. It is what it is. If Randy Orton wants to put over a young superstar like Logan Paul, let him do that. And Logan Paul pin Jelly Roll, who gives a fuck anyways? Because Logan Paul's a star in WWE and is a professional wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre get the win. They celebrate. And probably going to have some tequila in the back, right? Man. Up next, we have the main event. Gunther versus CM Punk. I didn't like this match at all. I really didn't give a fuck about this match. Like, really. You know, they did the entrances and everything. And everybody makes it a big deal that this is CM Punk's first match in the MetLife Stadium after 12 years. Nobody gives a fuck, personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last time we were in MetLife Stadium was in WrestleMania 35. Like, nobody gives a fuck. It was 6 years ago, right? But WrestleMania 35 was still good, you know? But let's be honest, right? Nobody would give a fuck if CM Punk was there either. You know what I'm saying? If CM Punk was there, nobody would fucking talk about, oh, this is his first match ever in MetLife Stadium for years. Nobody gives a fuck. So, we get to the match, and these guys just start hugging and holding each other's arms, right? I couldn't even stand that shit, bro. I couldn't even stand looking at it, bro. I started getting a little cringy. I started feeling a little iggy and itchy. Felt like I got a fucking, a spider crawling on me and shit as I'm watching this match. I'm like, what the fuck am I even seeing, bro? You know what I'm saying? This match was a complete joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? So CM Punk eventually counters it and shit, and Gunther just starts pounding him. Just hitting him in the chest and everything. Just pounding the shit out of him, right? He takes his legs, right? He takes his legs, CM Punk's legs, ties him to the top of the fucking ring post, right? To the turnbuckle, I meant to say, to the turnbuckle, right? And CM Punk eventually gets out of it, right? As they're fighting, it seemed like Gunther was gonna stomp his stomach open, right? CM Punk gets out of it, right? And he tries to hit the GTS. Gunther counters it, right? At the same time, I didn't really like this match. I literally fell asleep. I'm not even joking with you guys. I fell asleep when I watched this match. I woke back up an hour ago. Well, just now as I'm doing this video, I woke back up an hour ago, saw the main event. CM Punk won the World Heavyweight Championship. Yay. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck is he world champion? You know what I'm saying? He could barely continue the match. He's going to continue being washed up. If you're going to have him be world champion, have him lose it at Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't happen because burn it down! Come down to the ring. Seth freaking Rollins is basically back, right? It's been only 3 weeks, right? So it's not a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? He comes out to the ring. CM Punk looks mad as hell. He just standing there. CM Punk, if I was CM Punk, I would have just ran out the ring. If I won that damn title, I would have just ran out the ring. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dude, you're fucking washed. So it's best for him to stay in that ring and Seth Rollins to beat him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we all know that, Seth Rollins is going to win the title, and he fucking did. He has the curb stop, right? 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is now the new World Heavyweight Champion, right? Again, Seth Rollins has been a mid-carder all his life. You feel me? The World Heavyweight Championship is a mid-card title. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fucked up. You're going to have CM Punk hold it for 5 minutes, even though he was a real main eventer. But who gives a fuck about that anyways, right? The thing is this, right? CM Punk shouldn't win the world title tonight, right? Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins should have been the one to cash in and call it a day. If it weren't going to be those two, then this is going to be the worst SummerSlam of all time. Like, really. If you're not going to have that in an old CM Punk who's going to be 50 with gray hair winning the title called SummerSlam, if damn near collapse his leg and collapse his body, You're gonna have him win this title. It's ridiculous. It said you could have put it on Logan Paul. You feel what I'm saying? You could have had it on Logan Paul, Seth Rollins cash in. Big deal. But anyways, man, I didn't like this show. This was complete shit. You know, night 1 could do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully night 2 is better. Maybe we could see Brock Lesnar return and attack Cody Rhodes or something. I don't know. Something. I really don't give a fuck anyways. But let's be real. Night 1 was complete shit. I pray night 2 is a lot better.